Hello, my name is Paul Greiner. I'm a teacher in the Pennsbury School District, where we have a vocational program that provides work experience and training for students on the secondary level. Fortunately, for the past 5 years, we've been able to secure a grant from the Bucks County Office of Employment and Training that allows us to continue this training during the summer. The goal of the program is simply to get 14 and 15-year-olds to think about work, and we do that in 3 different ways. We provide actual work experience where students are assigned to work in offices, or assigned to work as an assistant in the warehouse or print shop, sometimes with a custodian. We even have a project where we assemble dividers so they get a chance to work simply at working each piece and making a product. The second part of the program is our actual training, and we teach students how to work around the house, how to frame out walls, run electrical circuits, how to fix walls, work on sheetrock, and how to work with the basic tools that they're going to have to work with eventually. The third part of the program was a video production, where we try to develop the more intangible people skills. By using a script in a video production, students were required to present themselves in ways unaccustomed, sort of like role play. They were given acting lessons, asked to memorize lines, they had to get into character, and eventually they took these skills out in the community for interviews with actual employers. By learning to work with tools, learning to work with adults and others, by learning to present themselves in different ways, our students were developing skills and planting the seeds for success. Have a look for yourself.
Some of the things I learned are running a Xerox machine, drilling holes in the books, making textbooks, running an ink press, running a collator machine, learning how to, and that was about it.
This summer I learned how to work with people, and I learned to work in an office. I answered phones, did a little filing, typed up a little letters, and all that kind of stuff.
When I worked with the program, I learned how to do office work, like answering phones and filing and typing.
When you first build a house, you have to do a floor plan that shows you a drawing of house as you were looking down into it. And then from there, we build up and we measure out the walls and everything.
Then we take room by room, and you have to make it as in all the water pipes go in one spot. So you want it like the bathroom back to back. So it's not as expensive to run the house. You also have to find out where you want your windows and how much, how big, and you have to measure into like a foot is like 3/4 or whatever in the measurements. So you have to measure it like that, and then we have to cut it out on board and glue all the pieces together. And then after we're done doing that, once everything's built, then we start designing, and we paint the outside first. Well, first then when we are done building it, then we'd have to put the window things on, shutters. And then after we're done doing that, then we start going from the inside and we start designing there. And after that's done, all painted, then we have our regular little house. We also have a floor to put on the bottom of this house, and we have a roof. But we have that done, but it's not hooked onto this house yet. We have to connect the roof to the top of the house and the floor to the bottom of the house.
During the work program, I learned how to put up drywall and electrical work.
This summer job, I learned how to do surface, spackling, and sanding.
And I learned how to design a house and put up sheetrock.
And I learned how to work with other people, act, and think.
During the program, we learned how to build dividers and play hockey games.
We also learned how to spackle, put up sheetrock, lots of other stuff.
During the program, we learned how to relax in front of a camera and how to interview people and be friendly.
And they taught us how to do construction work. We tore down a bedroom, made it into a master bedroom. We put sheetrock up, we spackled, and now we're going to learn how to wallpaper and whatever.
These dividers, Frank, Mike, and Jeff did. And as you see behind, there's spackle and sheet, and there's a three-way switch that Leslie and Denise did. Desiree and Denise helped a little bit with the spackling. And if you come over here, this is Matt, and he's done this. Okay, explain.
Okay, what this is a simple circuit. What I've done here is this plug here is dependent on that switch, and these two are not dependent on the switch. And what that means is every time you turn on, this turns that on and works this plug here. And I'll show you that. Now if I turn the switch off, this shouldn't work. And then if I turn it back on and put it in to either one of these two, no matter if I turn it off or on, they both should work. It's the same thing with this one. I also put up the drywall. I spackled in the corners and filled in the screw holes with the spackle. Then today I just painted over it with spackle paint.
Take you inside now to a beautiful house. We did this door, we shimmed it and put it up and everything.
We did the electricity, put plugs in and switches.
We did all these outlets in here.
And
Made a three-way light bulb
switch. And this was like a dead one, sort of. And we moved it and we fixed a hole that was right here. And that's done. This bedroom's like a regular bedroom, master bedroom suite.
The closet now. Come this way. This is our beautiful closet. Come this way. Back here, controls electricity. If I shut this down, it will turn off all electricity, and this one too. We'll turn off all electricity. And if you push it up and these things go in here, it will turn it back on. That's our breaker, our cable box, and everything. That's our fuse. This is our light switch that controls the light back here. And that's mostly what we did to this whole thing. Since it was small, we expanded everything and made it bigger.
During the program, we learned how to do construction work, office filing, and electric switches.
And we put up sheetrock, spackled, and built